My name is Kaden. A couple of years ago, my daddy took me to visit our cousins in Baltimore, Maryland. My aunt and grandparents came too. During that visit, we spent a day in Washington, D.C. A train that took us from Baltimore to Washington. After we got off the train, we walked for a long time until we found the White House. The White House's address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We then had to get into a long line and wait to get into the White House. Daddy said he had to get tickets to get into the White House. He had to contact his congressman a long time ago in order to get the tickets. So after we got through the line, we started running through the hallway. Daddy made us stop running and said, "This is the White House and what we came to see." We then started looking at pictures on the walls. We were told they are of different events and presidents. Also got out a book we were given in line. It had a picture of the first dog, Bo, in it. My aunt and I started looking through the book and found it had a map. We started playing a game to figure out which room we were in and find it on the map. The colored rooms, red, blue, and green, were easy, and the dining room was easy, but some of the other rooms were harder to find. After we left the White House, we stopped, took a break, and posed for pictures. We then walked outside of the fenced areas and took more pictures while the adults talked about what to do next. We went for lunch. After lunch, we headed for the World War II Memorial.
Fun fact, all the presidents since John Adams, the second president, have lived in the White House.
The World War II Memorial was really neat. It had a couple of arches and a lot of pillars that surrounded a fountain. I asked my aunt why they built this memorial. She said it was a reminder when we fought the Germans and Japanese in World War II. I said, "We as in you and me?" She said, "No, it's a reminder of American soldiers who fought in World War II about 70 years ago." It was a hot day and we asked if we could play in the pool around the fountain. The security guard said no, but that we could put our feet in the pool if we wanted, so we did.
Fun fact, the World War II Memorial commemorates the sacrifice and celebrates the victory of the greatest generation.
Then walked over and looked at the Washington Monument. We only walked around the monument. We were headed toward the Lincoln Memorial. Between the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial, there was an area that looked like someone cut down a large number of trees. I asked my aunt why all these trees had been cut down. She explained to me that there is usually a large reflecting pool filled with water. I asked her where it was. She said that they were fixing it. I hope they got it done because all the stumps didn't look very good.
Fun fact, there are 50 flags that surround the Washington Monument, one for every state.
Finally, after all that walking, we arrived at the big building with lots of steps. We were told this is the Lincoln Memorial. Daddy said this is the memorial for the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. We walked up the steps and entered the building. There was a big statue of a guy sitting in a chair. My sister asked where the president was. Daddy explained that this was a statue of the president who died, and this whole building was a reminder of him. There were things written on the walls. My aunt said that they were famous speeches he gave while he was president. She said one of them was called the Gettysburg Address.
Fun fact, the Lincoln Memorial was built to look like a Greek temple and has 36 columns representing the number of states when Lincoln died.